The Bulldog Blitz Skydiving Team is preparing for tomorrow's big game, homecoming. I am here with Marianne. She is one of the managers of the Bulldog Blitz Skydiving Team. Marianne, how excited are you for tomorrow?
We are so excited for homecoming is the most specialist game because we get the biggest crowd and the most excitement, and it's our favorite game of the year.
And you have been partnered with Fresno State for 8 years now, as well as Learfield. And Rob from Learfield and Fresno State is with us this morning. Rob, you looking forward to tomorrow and having them there?
Absolutely, looking forward to it. It's always great. I could hear Luke as he was coming down right now. You can't hear that in the stadium, but we could hear him screaming on his way in, which was fantastic.
Woo. Thank you so much, Rob. I do have to run over here because we do have to go live right now on TV, which I cannot wait to talk to y'all. You guys are fearless. Let me just say that in one word. If I can describe it, I would be so scared, but we're going to come on over here, and our cameraman is going to give us that cue because we are going to be live on TV in just a few. Let's run over here. I know y'all are probably out of breath, but y'all are athletes. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Oh my goodness, how are y'all feeling? Like I just mentioned on Facebook Live a bit ago, we are live on TV now. Y'all just came down, and as I mentioned, fearless. Luke, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts right now?
I feel great. There's no cup of coffee that will do that for you in the morning. Yeah, I feel so fantastic, and to be doing it with some of my best friends and you guys, oh, it's awesome.
Speaking of best friends, okay, so your dad was a skydiver, and that was your influence. Your dad was a skydiver, but you, have been watching since the 90s. When you were a little girl, you got inspired, right?
Yes.
You were watching those skydivers go in, which was previously Bulldog Stadium.
Yes.
Talk to us. I'm curious to know. So what are your thoughts when you're up there in the air, you're coming down? What are you thinking?
It's an amazing feeling. It's so freeing, and it's amazing. It's like the best therapy you can ever have. It puts you in such a great mood, a smile on my face. I can't complain.
Okay.
A morning that starts like this.
Yeah, adrenaline indeed. Just watching you guys, I was like so amped up. Okay, so normally I ask athletes, do they have any pregame rituals? Do you have any pregame rituals? Because tomorrow during homecoming, you're getting prepared right now. We love to see it, but talk to us about that.
I just get really quiet. I like to relax and get my mind free of everything and just chill and eat some healthy food and prepare for the big time, big moment. Yeah.
I do want to talk about the D rating because as she mentioned, so preparation, there's a lot that it entails of leading up to tomorrow. So talk to us about that. Let's elaborate on the D rating and let's break it down. People might not understand, well, what's D rating?
Yeah, so the D ratings, there's like A through D licenses. So the D license, you have to get that before you can even try to do what we do. And we do a professional expedition jumping. So that is like the D rating is 500 skydivers to get the D rating. And then to try to become a professional skydiver and land in the stadiums, we actually have to do something else on top of that, which is land in that square 10 times declared. So what it is we go up 10 times, the winds might be shifty. If we take one step out of that square, we have to start all over again. Yeah, so 500 jumps, you have to land there 10 times declared. So before you get in the airplane, you have to say what you're going to be doing. And then you have to jump with a flag, and you have to jump with smoke and pyro.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, we do have to wrap things up for television, but we're still going to be on Facebook Live. Kim and Jim, they are fearless. Let me tell you. We're going to toss things back to you in the studio. Thank you. That's a wrap for TV, but we are still live on Facebook. Good morning, Facebook friends. My adrenaline is even rushing right now, but okay, I got to talk to you. Let me come on over here. What are you thinking when you're up in the air and when you're coming down? I'm curious.
Honestly, when the door opens, it's all business. Yeah. It goes straight to focusing on getting out of the plane safely, figuring out where I'm going to land, landing safely, everything to make this a repeatable, safe experience.
Okay, so I also have to ask you, what are you eating before breakfast? Or do you have, you guys pretty much said you're not really scared of this anymore. Initially, you told me earlier, when you got into this, skydiving in general, you were a little scared, but now it's like, well, piece of cake for you. So What is that morning what are you eating in the mornings? What's that breakfast looking like? What do we got on the menu?
So there's a little bit more nerves going on game days just because of the audience pressure. We want to make sure that we're representing the sport of skydiving well and that we put on a good performance for the audience. So there's more nerves there for sure. And I tend to not be able to eat anything in the immediate hours leading up, but I do try to have a healthy, balanced breakfast. My regular job, I'm a dietitian, so my dietitian conscious is kicking in there. And then definitely try to drink a lot of water. Hydration, very key, especially in the Central Valley.
Absolutely, that is key. Okay, so, maybe for people who don't have their tickets for tomorrow, they can still get some tickets. So what is your message for the community so that way they can watch you? You're also going to there's a virtual reality, right?
Yes,
Something new. So tailgates, they'll be there, right? And then, so for every home game, you'll be there for the tailgates. And then, of course, tomorrow's big halftime show,
Big
right?
day. We're actually jumping pregame tomorrow.
Oh, pregame. Just kidding.
So they changed it up just because there's so many things going on for homecoming. So if you didn't get your ticket this time, you got to make sure you get your Fresno State tickets in early, get your spot, get to the game early, make sure you're in the stands for all the activities. And then if you miss us coming in for the jump, try to catch us on the virtual reality. You get to experience the whole skydive just like what we did here and now.
As you had mentioned, something new tomorrow. It's different. So a little bit sooner y'all will be going up. Does that make anything different for you guys?
It actually makes things a tiny bit easier just because of the timeline. So during halftime, that's a moving timeline, and there's a lot of coordination going on. We have our ground crew, we have our pilots communicating with each other, we're communicating with Fresno Air Traffic Control, and all of the game activity coordinators on the ground. There's a lot of levels and layers of things going on. So for halftime, that's a moving timeline, and it can be trickier to coordinate and get us landing exactly when they want us to. So our goal is that we always, land as close to the second as possible, and usually we're within like 5 to 10 seconds, which is pretty good considering all the coordination happening.
Wow, y'all are pros, let me tell you. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add before we wrap up this Facebook Live? I'll come over here to Luke.
Yeah, I would just like to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Without the sponsors, we couldn't be doing this. Without partnering up with Learfield and all them, we wouldn't be doing this. So for everybody who works with us and makes our dreams reality, I want to say thank you. Without you guys, we couldn't do it. So, yeah.
And it's so great to represent Central Valley companies as well. We have Gold Standard Mortgage, we have Balanced Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, and then Learfield, of course. It's what we want to be representing, like Central Valley businesses. Keep it local. Keep those names prominent and in the air.
And in the air. Oh, I like that. Clever. Okay, before we do let our Facebook friends go, we'll just really quick. I want you to describe in one word what skydiving means to you.
It's my life. It's what my life revolves around really these days, and it's what keeps me happy and out there,
Wow, and a beautiful smile on each and every one of your guys' face. I love it. What about you, Luke?
It's passion. It really is passion. I enjoy it so much, and yeah.
Okay, we'll come over here. Last but not least.
Freedom.
Oh,
Freedom. You're not thinking about anything else. You're getting to be in a wide open space. Worries are on the ground, far, far away. Ultimate freedom.
Freedom, and we're gonna leave it at that. The Bulldog Blitz, you'll be able to see them tomorrow, not during halftime, before the homecoming game for Fresno State tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, Facebook friends. We'll see you soon.